United, I mean, when I saw the team on Sunday, I thought he's gonna. If United lose here today, picking Casemiro alongside Fernandes, Bruno in the midfield, having travelled all that way, and then picking Harry and De Ligt together, knowing that they're quick. You know, Gakpo, Isak, obviously Salah there, and people.
But they also knew they'd be sitting in a lot. You know
Yeah,
I actually think that's a ground you get away with. Like,
yeah,
a little
I
bit,
think so.
Do you know what I mean?
think so. A little
it's
bit.
a tighter play. It's all a bit
Seems
fucking.
To be, yeah.
I know.
They got him once or twice in the first half.
Isak got in down that right hand side and he should have scored.
He's got to
Should
score
score.
that.
He's got
That was like a Luke Shaw though, that wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he come off Maguire as well.
Yeah. But just in terms of that, he took a risk. He left Sesko out. He played Casemiro in midfield with Bruno. He played Harry and De Ligt. Didn't play Yoro, who's quicker. I think at the end of the game, if that had gone how everybody thought it would go, including us when we saw the team, I think he'd have been in
serious trouble.
He'd been in serious trouble. It was a big. He managed everything really well on Sunday. He got it right, didn't he?
Yeah, got it
They
right.
got it right. Yeah,
Exactly.
And when you
In
win,
both
but
boxes.
when you win. Everything's right, isn't
Yeah.
it? You get the result.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the
the
thing
man's
is,
a
he
genius.
showed
I give
some
him a
balls
5-year
doing it.
deal. Forget
Yeah.
a 3. I give him 5 years.
But you're right, Gal. What you said about the team he picked and going to Liverpool, Liverpool's team coming off the international break, having to do something to show people that we're still here. To pick that team and then beat them like he did. And
I don't think you ever win at Liverpool, though, do you, without having a bit of luck?
you have to have a bit of luck.
I remember they scored 2 there last year, and they could have won it last year. So maybe,
Harry Maguire missed that
we're
chance
wrong
right
to
at
be
the death, yeah.
to be completely writing United off. And I think they drew the year before that. That's when Van Dijk said United came and parked the bus. So United had their kind of memory of going to Anfield the last year or two, or good memory. So the weekend was obviously huge.
Who they got next? United.
Brighton Saturday. Do you just think on his front three?
Good game for us.
I mean,
Great game. FA Cup night.
And then it'll be back to...
Just thinking about the front three, he's got Sesko at 80 million quid, but he loves Mason Mount, doesn't he? You can tell
that's a head scratcher, I think, still for me.
you can tell he wants Mount in with Mbeumo and Cunha.
Playing Mount?
Well, Mount's playing, to be fair, on just
little...
off the left a little bit, but he's also doing a lot to get inside.
is he like a left half?
He moves. Yeah,
he defends
Is he a
really
left
well.
half?
He
Back
defends
in the
really
day,
well.
Left
That's
half.
right, that's right.
He's a left
I don't
half.
know that position.
Do you know what I think about Mount? He reminds me of, say, Darren Anderton, of Adam Lallana, players who connect to Ji-sung Park maybe a little bit, players who do that sort of ugly bit well, but they also connect and glue things with, like, he starts to press.
Yeah,
he also...
but he's doing well to get in the starting United team in Mount.
I think yeah.
He's
And a lot of managers have loved him
though.
over the years. He was kind of a main man with England for a while. Chelsea, of course. And obviously the manager now wants to put him in. But it's, again, go back to stats. If you're an attacking player, at United, stats, when he's played, really poor. So it's not as if you're going, yeah, I can see he's getting a lot of assists. His stats are really bad.
Yeah, he's not popping up with big goals.
Yeah, but the thing is,
like Jason Park, as you mentioned there, he pops up with
Or
big
assist
goals
scores.
as well.
He's not
Or
getting
assists.
Yeah, but the way that Mason Mount play, he can score those goals where he scores.
He's capable.
He's
yeah,
capable of doing it. Like
definitely,
if he got to run it, I'm not saying he's going to get a run. If he got to run it, maybe he can then develop that. That's what they can use him
But the other
as
two,
that player.
man, they're getting you up the pitch. They're
When you're in
goal
Mbeumo.
threat.
I
Last year,
liked him,
United
yeah.
United
I
looked like they
really
were going to
liked
get
him.
many goals. Everyone was looking at Bruno all the time.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden, and as we know, when you're midfield and you've got your defenders, obviously Riley was attacker. If you've got a striker that can get you out of a jail, like so you go, fuck, it's brilliant.
Antonio Valencia get you up the pitch.
Yeah, running power and ball carriers. And when they're getting you up the pitch, you're having a breather. You're having a breather. Nice one. Even if they miss a chance, get us up. And a goal after a minute and a half. What a start.
They've got to kick on from this now, and that's the key thing. They can't go back to square one in the next couple
That's
of
their
years.
first back-to-back wins,
We've
isn't
said
it?
this.
I
We've
know.
said this
No,
so
but
many
you got
times.
Brighton at home.
Massive game, really.
Got Brighton at home, Forest away. Those two matches now, you can see that United could be in a healthy position if they're to win those two matches.
And Welbeck.
I've seen Danny Welbs. That guy,
Yeah.
Welbs, bro. These finishes.
But then
Brilliant.
people are
He's
saying,
gonna hurt United.
should he go to the
You're not
World
his
Cup?
age,
And I'm
mate.
like,
I
love Danny
You know,
Welbs.
Danny Welbeck and Rory McIlroy.
Righty, would you take him to the World Cup? Welbeck.
You know something? If Danny Welbeck has a season where he continues playing like that, his name will be amongst it. Absolutely, his name will be amongst it.
What was the last time he was involved in England's squad? Is it like donkey's years ago? Did he not?
How old
He
is he
scored
then?
in
34?
tournaments though for England.
How old's Welbs? How old's Welbs now? That man, that
Danny's
guy.
got a great
like,
record for England.
Yeah.
you know, you could see like
To have a round, he wouldn't whinge if
not a
he's
bad
not
one,
playing.
Yeah, no, it is, but
34. Yeah,
he's 34.
nothing. I was still playing.
He's not going to be a problem, is he? And he could go on and do a
Yeah,
job
but we're
if
talking
Harry
about doing
Kane wasn't
having
playing.
a really
Instead of
good
who?
season.
Instead of Kane.
No, I'm saying like if you needed a sub, not to start, but like to come on.
Oh, yeah,
but it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to be a
Listen,
problem around
Is he
the
better than
place.
Watkins?
Do you know
coming off the bench?
I do like Watkins.
Yeah, but the thing is that Watkins will have the legs on stretching. That's the only thing that he'll have on Danny. But like, if we're talking about the experience and being up there, Danny could do a job without a doubt for me if he's still playing well. Like the way he took them chances was somebody who's he's right where he needs to be now in his head and finishing. Both of them. You see, the first one, brilliant, dinked it over, and the goalie was really close, Roy. But the second one, with the amount of people in and around the goal, people just, they don't take notice of that. He done that on purpose, because I'm thinking, I'm coming onto it, I'm going to whip it in there. He's done that wham in there, and it was like perfect. That is somebody who's ready to go.
It's like Gary Swore.
Brilliant. Pleased for him.
But I wonder if the England manager would be looking at him. Sometimes you take a gamble with a player, don't you? Go, do you know what?
If I was him,
And they can bring 20. Can they bring 26?
There's a lot of players now, isn't
Yeah.
there?
I'd watch it. I'd be right now with Danny Welbeck, and you're looking at the sparseness in our forwards. You're thinking to yourself, I'm too cool. I hope he carries on the way he's playing this season, because if he does, he's got half a chance.
Yeah.
Well, he's been like that for 2 or 3 years, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Is he a good lad?
Well, United wanted him
Is he a
back.
great lad? Is he a great
He's a great lad.
Great lad to be around.
A great lad.
He is a great. I
Yeah.
think you see Bruno's ball in is. I think it's very underrated how good that was.
was it? Not from us.
The technique for him to put that back in there on the volley was just like
Brilliant.
It was brilliant. But what I liked about this Man United side, there was something about their celebration. If Arsenal celebrated like that after just winning a game, like people would have went crazy. There's something about the celebration where you felt, you know what, that something I felt something from there. You did feel something from him simply because that might be the one that makes them believe, yes, come on.
Yeah, but we've said that a lot of the one we let's see
Yeah,
Saturday.
but that
beat
was
by
a big
Brighton
one.
Saturday.
Do you know
Listen,
what
Liverpool are not doing great, but they've gone there and beat them.
Brighton's a harder game in a strange way than Liverpool,
Yeah.
because they'll maybe get a bit more possession, and that's where they can get found out, maybe on the counter-attack. When the game was open the last 20 minutes, that's where United looked a bit. But when you have to sit deep, the easiest thing for defenders when you're playing with 3 centre-halves is defend crosses. It's when you're getting up the pitch and people are running off the back of you. But that's another challenge. Yeah, enjoy the victory. Do you know what they need, Riley? This United, get a result against, build some momentum.
Yeah,
he's not built any momentum since he walked into the club. He's got a chance now after Liverpool win, going, Brighton, try and win the game, but don't lose it. And all of a sudden you go, all right, things are looking better,
Why
particularly
do
at
they
home.
do better against the better teams? Or is it because in that
they come
moment
from-
it's like, right, we've got a
they
chance
can-
to...
And you can sit in.
But
No,
then-
nobody expects anything from
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
sitting in,
Big team.
Scodsy. When you're sitting in,
Yeah, it's much easier.
and you've got a bit of pace up front, now it's a chance. It's the next step
thought
for United
Cunha
over the
was
next few
brilliant, by the
months
way.
is, brilliant. The next step now for United is, can you dominate teams and whatever?
sitting
And that's
in,
a
who
bigger
are sitting
challenge.
in.
Yeah.
And then, because United's a bigger problem, then we'll be getting done on the counter. A bit like the first goal at Brentford, where United getting a bit of joy.
Yeah.
And even against Liverpool the other day, when United were getting a bit excited and going up the pitch, that's when Liverpool started picking them off. So that's the next challenge.
I think the keeper going more direct, and then I thought the second balls from United were really good, whereas last season we're seeing them trying to play through the thirds and they just
can't
couldn't
do
do
it.
Isn't it
it.
bizarre? We're now praising teams for not playing up from the back.
Yeah.
Whereas the last 2 or 3 years, we're like, oh, it's lovely style. We're not praising them for not taking risks at the back. You're saying brilliant management, just a bit of common sense. Lads, don't be getting the Liverpool crowd up and losing the ball on the edge of your box.
Just going back to Liverpool 1 second, would you leave Mo Salah out momentarily if you were Arne Slot?
I wouldn't. I think he's got too much
Well,
quality.
again, they're working them. You don't know what they're like in training, Neville, around the place, his energy levels. But if he's not at it, he should be able to drop him off.
Of course you should. Nobody should be.
No one's undroppable.
Right.
But at the same time,
And he's not playing very well.
no, he's not playing well. I watched him, and obviously there's something that he's not allowed. He doesn't have to come back and help defensively. Now, if you haven't got someone like Trent to release him when he's in that phase where he's free, where you got someone who can hit him straight away, then he looks exactly what he looks like now. They've taken that away from him. They've taken that away from Mo Salah. He can't get that ball early. He can't get that great ball from Trent, and he can't go and do his thing. When you look at him now, he just looks like a passenger.
So what does Slot
And he
do?
signed a new mega deal.
Yeah.
What
He
does-
looks like a passenger.
What does Arne Slot do?
Well, they're trying to find creative ways of, like, we're talking about Trent who can, like,
But that's
create
not,
something out of
Riley,
nothing.
that's not the issue.
It's
They're
not-
creating chances. They're creating.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for Mo, even though he's missing, he's not creating as much as they could be doing, what they could have been doing with Trent. They are creating chances, but why is Mo so stagnant? He's missing, something's missing from his game.
spark,
What is gone? Something's gone from him.
what-
That's-
His goals are missing, aren't they? I always thought, even when he was scoring goals, Mo Salah, he looks ugly at times, you know what I mean? Some of the stuff he does, it bounces off his legs.
You forgive anything, though, don't you, when they're scoring?
That's what I'm saying. He does some of the worst stuff you'll see from a centre forward.
Like even the
But he was
chance that he
scoring
had the other
goals,
day. Did you see the
and
chance?
You stop scoring goals. all
Roy Keane claims Ruben Amorim's love of one Manchester United star is a head-scratcher. Amorim has relieved the pressure on his shoulders at Old Trafford after victory over rivals Liverpool saw him claim consecutive Premier League wins for the first time after they got the better of Sunderland before the international break. Sesko was dropped for the clash with Liverpool despite scoring against Sunderland and Brentford the week before, with Matheus Cunha reinstated to the starting lineup, joining Mason Mount and Brian Bumo in a mobile front three. He was the main man with England for a while, Chelsea of course, and now obviously the manager wants to put him in. But you go back to stats as an attacking player. At United, his stats when Hez played are really poor. It's not as if you're going, yeah, I can see Hez getting a lot of assists, his stats are really poor. Mount has scored 1 goal this season but has managed just 2 further Premier League goals since his arrival from Chelsea in 2023, and remarkably, is yet to provide an assist. Amorim declared his love for Mount when he first arrived at Old Trafford and explained why Benjamin Sesko was left out of his starting lineup for the clash with Liverpool after the victory. Amorim said, especially in the bad moments, you have to go with your guts, and I always go by that, no matter what. I think it's the most important thing for the manager, right or wrong sometimes, but that is, for me, the key point of being a manager. And then sometimes you have a player in the good moment, but the characteristic of the game is not for him, so it's better to go with a player and understand that is not for him and then take him out to the game. Sometimes the characteristics of the game change the way you are going to approach the game. So I think, for example, Cunha, in the middle, if we put Ben Sesko, I think it's easier for this kind of centre-backs to control our striker. So we try to do that, but when you win is so smart, the coach is amazing, and then when you lose, it is something wrong with the manager. I understand that. That's why I'm going always what I think is the best for the team.